the universe messes with you can be funny or it can be traumatic. But we do have some power over the way the universe messes with us being traumatic or being empowering or funny. That's a choice. To say, how is this a gift, not how am I a victim again? So that truth of how, oh, it's so terrible, isn't actually true. There's a choice. It takes discipline to be a free spirit. So in all this malarkey, we've been playing a lot of games and a lot of workshops, exploring these kind of ideas. And what I've discovered is that in a lot of these, the part of ourselves that we've shut down, the part of ourselves that we've skipped, the part of ourselves we snipped away because it wasn't pretty, or the part of ourselves we snapped away because it wasn't cool, or because it wasn't a good boy, or it wasn't a good girl, or it wasn't, anger wasn't allowed in our family, or all these parts of ourselves that we've shuffled away, they have got an incredible amount of treasure inside them that we want for our masterpieces and our creations and our new business and our relationships and all the important things to us in our lives. These bits that we've shut down and skipped are full of the treasure and the juice that we need to effortlessly glide and dance through those areas of our lives. But everyone thinks, oh shit, I don't want to deal with my anger. Oh no, I don't want to deal with my ego. I've spent lots of meditation classes getting rid of my ego. I've amputated it very nicely. Please don't ask me to mess around with it. People are terrified to go to these places that have been so sort of shut down. But actually, the truth is that when we've peeked inside the keyhole of them, they've all been absolutely hilarious. Your nonsense is ridiculous. It really is. We look at demons, those are my demons, my scary things that I kept in the attic that make me melt down and collapse and be needy, be freaky, be rageful. But really, in the good old days, demon was spelled D-A-E-M-O-N, and it was your mate. It was your familiar, it was your kind of muse, it would show you cool stuff, it was halfway between the real world and the spiritual world, and it could sort of see things down the path that you couldn't see and nudge you the right way. Like the cat in Hong Kong Phooey. That's your familiar, that's your demon, that's your mate that's trying to show you stuff. So your demons are your triggers. So the problem with looking at demons the wrong way is that we're wasting energy in two ways, and that is annoying. First of all, we're wasting the energy that this demon has inside it, that we're chucking out like a baby with the bathwater. This demon has juice and skills and amazingness in it. We need to use that, so we're wasting that energy. And on top of that, because we're suppressing and skipping that demon, we're wasting energy, it takes energy to hold that thing in the basement and to keep it hidden. So we're wasting energy twice. Once by not taking the bone marrow and juice out of the demon, and secondly by suppressing it. We're dragging on both sides of the boat. Would you like to play a game where we start to try and do one of these? This is supposed to be a workshop event, so I can talk all night. You know, just having your attention is like custard on my nipples for me. So I can sit here and talk. Would you like some custard on your nipples? These games are really designed to transform them from being these scary demons into being, well, really employees in your evil empire. So the first thing we're going to do is 4 minutes, silent, unbroken eye contact, where you're fully feeling what it feels like to be seen and to witness. I want you to feel what it feels like for somebody to give you their full presence. And rather than being your 30% version of yourselves, feel what it feels like to be seen. If you can't do 100% of yourselves, where is your edge? Where is your line? Feel what it feels like to be totally, visibly, transparently seen and witnessed. And feel where is your line with that. I want to be at 100% by the day I dare. So one demon that we can all appreciate and that we can all say immediately we can relate to, that I would like to harvest immediately right now, is the inner critic. Everyone know what I mean when I say the inner critic? Oh yes. Oh yes. What we're going to do is we are going to give full permission to the inner critic to take over. This is not, now listen carefully to this, this exercise is not you composing what your inner critic would say. No, this is not you thinking stuff up. Real creativity is a receptive, a listening and an emptying experience. Number one, porn star in the middle of the scene. Number two, cheesy game show host. Number 3, whining child. Number 4, drunk or stoned person. And number 5, Nazi. You can choose any one number between 1 and 5, and you are going to read to your group what your inner critic said, but in the voice setting of your number of choice. I think you're going to find yourself at traffic lights, and suddenly when the inner critic starts speaking, one of the voice settings in your head kicks in and you find yourself going, "You're a wanker! You've ruined everything! You're running out of money!" So this is the way that we re-employ our demons. And we've been doing various games like this to actually take the juice out of them and use them in our creations. I hope some of you will come to a weekend workshop. They're all for donations. They're all over the country. If you come to jamiecatto.com or give me your email at the end, we can send you details of the weekend workshops. There's in London. They're all over the country all the time. And they're for people who want to get what's inside them out. But we want to create our masterpieces from a state of being where we are actually juicy and inspired and unapologetic and big, and not the bitch to all our demons and running away and going, "Oh, I'm a victim." When we're empowered and we're juicy and we're powerful, we're going to make masterpieces that really touch people. If I'm risky and raw and vulnerable in my words, in my lyrics, in the films that I make, then when you're sitting in the audience, if I'm honest about me, you're going to see you. And that's all we want from our masterpieces and from our relationships, is that intimacy.